later. So, I feel like we've had a lot of Zooms lately because we're all trying to stay on track during this crazy, busy, chaotic time for everybody. And we've talked about a lot of growth that's happening. Like, I know for our team, there's a lot of growth that's going on right now, which is absolutely insane when you think about the growth's happening during such a crazy time. Which goes to show you again and to confirm the fact that this is the business to be in right now. This is something that is really amazing that we have to offer people, because if you can grow a business in a time like now, then isn't that amazing? So again, let's hang on to that and let's think about that as we move forward and as we finish March strong. So obviously you guys know we're not the calls that I'm doing with you guys with Emeralds and above, we're not going to go over inviting and all the basic stuff. Not that it's not important. We're just moving past that. And I want to direct the call in the way that where you guys are with your businesses right now. So basically what I want to do is I want to kind of open it up for you guys to talk. And tell me, there's a few things I want you to think about right now. I want you to think about what you're going to do in this next week in order to rank up. What are you going to do? Because here we are on Thursday. We have until Wednesday night to make stuff happen before Thursday, right? So what are you going to do in order to either go Emerald again, sign another coach, help another coach go Emerald, help a coach get their first coach, whatever that may be? So I want you to think about that, and I want you to think about your goals for this week. Where does your energy need to go? In what areas does your energy need to go, whether it's inviting to 10 rounds because that's what you want to focus on, or inviting to a coach sneak peek like I'm sharing about the one Lindsay and I are doing, and you guys are all obviously a part of that. So that should be on your front line to share about and invite people. And we're trying to kind of, take some of the, sometimes people are drawn, they're pushed away by a coach sneak peek, and we're not trying to hide the fact that it's a coach sneak peek, but we're trying to get people in the door, based on hey, do you like wine? Do you like positivity? Do you like just coming to hang out, to have fun? We're in a, weird spot with the world right now. We can't leave our house, or we're not leaving our house. So come and just have fun and listen to what we have to say and listen to some stories and whatever. So we're trying to just again, be the light, share the things that people need to hear right now and all the positivity. So maybe you're okay, I got to hit Success Club. So I've got to sign, 2 more people this month, and they're going to be coaches because I'm going to get them enrolled with 10 rounds, right? So whatever it is, it's got to be the positive mindset of, this is where I want to go, and this is what I'm going to do. Let's take the action steps and let's break it down and figure out, okay, do I need to have a one-on-one call with one of my personally sponsored? Do I need to check in with them? A lot of this, you guys, in building Emeralds, because you're getting to the point in your business where you need to, and some of you are already at this point, where you need to build Emeralds. It's just part of the business. You've done it. You know how to do it. Now you're going to teach them to do exactly what you've already done. You know what to do. You're good at it, or you wouldn't be here. And you're driven, or you wouldn't be here. So what are the things that you're going to do to help one of your coaches get a win and help them to see that this is super simple? You're with them. You're going to guide them. So maybe it's a one-on-one message that you're going to check in with them every single day. So with that being said, you know what all of that means, and probably in your head what you want to do. So Bree, do you want to share what you want to do this week? You want to start and just share what you're working on, what you're focusing on?
Yeah, so I have been focusing on a lot more inviting in general. I know that's always been a little bit of a scary part, but it's once you keep doing it, it's just whatever, It's If they say no, then they say no, just move on to the next no, and then it'll just get easier better. So for me, I've been inviting a lot more to the business and to all the programs, and I've also been inviting people to even the free workout just to help people build trust. And I'm not just in it just to only make money from you, but like also like this is like what it is. If you guys are curious to know more information, and I just check in with them like every 2 days. That's mainly what I've been doing so far.
Yeah. So do you feel like you need to up your invite? Like, do you feel like, because like I sent probably like 30 invites off of Instagram this morning, and I got like maybe 2 people that responded, you know? So it was like one person was like, no. The other person was like, what is it? So I feel like I got little off of that. So, which is fine, but do you feel like you're getting a lot of conversation started that way, or do you feel like you're lacking conversation right now?
I definitely feel like I'm lacking conversation. And I think too, it's also because people are just like very hesitant because they don't know a lot about it. So they're like, I don't know, like, what is this thing, you know?
Yeah. Right. Well, and you're good about sharing. I feel like you're good about, you're really good at your posts and stuff. And I think your posts really speak and stand out. So, like that's a strong suit of yours I see in you. So I think it's cool that you, like continue to just do that and think about how many people you're reaching that way, you know?
And I think I would be way more successful if I like reached out to like 30, 40 people like every single day. And I admit like I'm not good with that. I'm not consistent with my inviting. Like some days I feel really good and I'm like, I'll invite. And then the next day I'm like, I feel so burnt out. I don't feel like talking to anybody or like putting all that energy out. So I know that's where I need to like be more disciplined.
Right. Yeah, you probably do, but then maybe there's days where you're like, okay, I'm gonna, like maybe on Tuesday or Wednesday or whatever day feels right to you, you're just like, I'm going to take like the day where I need to just center my energy around my own self, you know? Customize your schedule based on what you're doing, but then know when you need to kind of up your game with stuff and invites and stuff. So it sounds like you already know what you need to do. But do you have anything specifically like about that you'd like to chat about, or are you good with that?
Well, I think part of it is that I know from just being in the business for a while, like you don't want to like share everything right away. It's literally like step by step. Like if they ask a question, you answer it, and then answer it with a question, and vice versa, like back and forth, instead of just being like blah 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 blah. Here's all my information. So I know when I do take the patience to really listen, that I've noticed it definitely helps a lot better.
Good. Yeah, I agree. You kind of got to ease into it sometimes with conversations. And there are some people I think that are just like, tell me it all. Like, yes, I love it. You know, they're excited, but a lot of times they're more hesitant. I would say most people are a little bit more hesitant because they don't know. Do you do a lot with stories though too, Bree?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I do have a question too, because I know like a lot, pretty often people will be like, yeah, I'm interested. And I'll message them and I'll be like, hey, like, so I saw that, thank you for liking my stories. I saw that you were interested. Would you like more information about it? And they're like, yeah. And I give them information. And then like, I don't hear from them like at all. Like they disappear. And I'm like, wait, but no.
Yeah, I know. I get that too so much. Linda, do you want to share what your focus is this week?
Yeah, I know I need to post more because I don't think I've posted maybe once this week. So that's one of my goals is to make sure I do a post at least every other day. And then continue with my stories and keep up with that. I've been doing pretty good with my stories. But I want to keep up with that because that's where a lot of my invites usually come from.
Yeah.
And then I just need to make sure I'm getting invites out because I know I've slacked the last couple of days getting invites out. And that's probably because I've been slacking on getting some posts out. But and then my major goal for this week is to help one of my coaches hit Emerald, because if she hits Emerald, then I will hit Diamond, and just it's gonna be awesome. So yeah, mainly get to Emerald and concentrate on getting some posts out and just kind of sharing more about the coaching opportunity, because I don't think I do that enough, and I I don't know why it scares me so much to share about the coaching part. Like I can share about like my workouts all day, but when it comes to like the coaching opportunity, I'm like, ugh, you know, it's like, I don't know. I kind of want to puke when I post about it.
Yeah. Well, and then, you know, you need to do, like, you know, maybe you should just challenge yourself to make sure you get one coach post up a week. Like, I think that's a really good goal, because that's a consistent goal. If you're sharing, because you're sharing about it on your stories, maybe you're talking about it in the sneak peek. Plus, you know how many people you message, and you're going to talk about it in your messages with like discount options and stuff. So if you just focus on like at least getting one post out a week, I mean, I think more is better, but to get consistent with a routine, like maybe you just set it up like, okay, on Sundays, or maybe Monday or whatever, every Sunday night, I'm going to share something about coaching, because I'm off, you know, I'm free on Sundays more, so I can craft it. I can plan for it. So maybe try to do that. I need to be better about kind of getting back into a circuit of posts and kind of when and what I'm going to actually do. So you might say that. But another thing with you, Linda, is I think that, because I know what it was like to work full time and try to really be diving into my business and going diamond and all those things, on the, like, you have this weekend, like pour into your stories this weekend, try to up your game with them. Then Sunday night, you're just going to have a ton of invites to go off of. So maybe set yourself up for success with that in order to, you know, like get some invites off of that, along with a couple extra posts that you're doing, because you might have a little time. I think that will really help you a lot this weekend.
Okay. Yeah. Because like, you know, even like with my stories during the day from like 8 to 5, I don't put anything on my stories because I'm at work.
Right.
And then I try to catch up in the evening. Like I haven't posted anything on my story since this morning. So I need to do that too. But yeah. Okay.
And that makes it hard, because I know what that's like on Wednesdays when I have been working. I'm like, my stories on Wednesdays are just, you just can't. So that's why I think if you can have a plan on the weekends and days that you're going to be off, I think it will help you a ton. And just another little note, if you can hit diamond during this freaking time, like Linda's hitting diamond, she's almost hit it. It's like, come on, like, I'm so freaking excited, and just shows that like this isn't a bad time, you guys, for this business. It's not a bad time for this business. So I just can't share that enough. Okay, Haley, what you got? We'll see if we can hear you. I can see you good. I think you're getting good service.
Okay, I'm on my phone, so somebody tell me if you can hear me.
I can hear you and I can see you.
Okay, good. Good, this is good progress. Okay, we've been struggling. My goals for this week are to invite, because I have been posting a ton, because I'm in like an IG pod push group thing that I got from Boss Babes. Cool. So I've been posting a ton, so that way they'll comment and like and do all that stuff. And then I've been on my stories a lot, but can't even tell you the last time I sent an invite, like maybe a couple days.
Okay. Well, hey.
That's not okay.
You got it. You got it. Well, and
so,
I just want to point out that Haley, because I don't know if she's going to mention this, but this is a really cool thing. She like said yes to doing a call for another coach, because she met like in the Boss Babes group. She like, I don't know how it happened, but she said yes to doing a call, and that's awesome, because that's really helping grow leadership, and like it's just awesome. So I'm so proud of you for that. Sorry, go ahead with what you were saying.
Yeah, I'm excited. That's on Sunday.
Oh, cool.
But no, I just feel like I've been posting really well, but I need to utilize all that. So I just need to sit down and go back through and actually invite off of it. So my goal is to sit down and like form a plan of attack. Just have like a better set schedule of, okay, you know, I'm going to sit down for this hour and I'm going to work off of, you know, IG and Facebook or whatever. I just feel like I haven't really had a schedule, and that's why I haven't sent any, I feel like.
Yeah. No, I get it. I know what you mean. I feel like that goes hand in hand, you know. It's kind of like if you haven't posted in a while, you feel like you have no, like Linda said, she hasn't really posted So she feels like she doesn't really have the invites to go off of, you know, but you've done the posts and now
Yeah.
you just need to follow it up
Right.
with the invites. So yeah.
Right. Yep.
Awesome. Okay, Tamara, I don't know if you're in a position where you can share. Are you in a position where you can share, or do you want to? Are you driving?
I'm in the car.
Okay.
No, I'm not driving. My husband's driving.
Okay. I say you told. We're just sharing like your goals this week on how you're going to like plan to try to move your business forward, to rank advance, whatever you're focusing on, where you're putting your energy at, basically.
Okay, so my energy, I just told Jess this earlier today, because I've been kind of doing my follow-ups to several people that have been just kind of like, oh, I think I'll get around to it. But I've had 2 people tell me that they wanted to be accountable and for me to keep them accountable or help keep them accountable. So I've been actually setting an alarm like every day to text them on these days that they wanted to be texted, things like that. So that's how I'm kind of doing that. And I need to actually sit down and work out my schedule for my invites because I now cannot do anything at work when it comes to this, which is what I was doing before, because of the way being a respiratory therapist and in the area that I'm at, I'm kind of being micromanaged at the moment. So all of my extra time that I had before, I don't have. Yeah. And so I am trying to work my schedule around my school schedule and homework schedule and my kids' homework schedule, which I know everybody else is doing the same thing. So my goal this week really is to try and sit down and figure out what my schedule is underneath the crunch that I have. I am definitely doing my best to send out 2 invites a day because that's what works best for me. I can't have like 15 conversations going on at once because it's just too hard for me to try and keep up with everything else. So my goal is 2 invites a day and then really trying to post more. I've been posting a lot on my stories, but not actually like posting on my page necessarily. So I think that's the other thing I need to really trying to sit down and do is like, okay, decide really what day I'm going to post what, get it sent out, and kind of go from there.
No, that sounds good, and I'm so proud of you because I know you have a lot going on and with school and just all the things. Like I know it's a lot, so I think you're doing amazing.
I'm just trying to push through it. That's what my goal is. You know, I have a goal in mind and that's what I look at every day. So I look at that goal every day with intention of, okay, I need to at least get 1 invite or, you know, try and get my 2 invites out and definitely post as much as I can. So yeah, that's my goal.
Good for you. And Jessica Servi. Hi. I need you to pause your workout. No, I'm just kidding.
I'm done. I'm just posting my.
Okay. Well, do you just want to share? You're the last one to just share your goals this week, what you're focusing on, where you're putting your energy, where you kind of maybe have a gap recently, and kind of how you're going to move your business forward.
I'm in the same boat as Tamara. I actually do have a week off, so that's so nice. But it's just a different beast at work right now. So I'm carrying a lot of that home, and emotionally for me that means I'm binging. It doesn't have to mean that. I'm changing that story for myself. So this week I'm really focusing on getting back to the basics. I'm focusing on sharing about the coaching opportunity because I'm in full on recruit mode, y'all. Recruit mode. And then I'm pouring in leaders. Like I love my coaches are amazing, and they each are these like wonderful gifts from God. They each have these different talents, and I'm really focusing on consistency with one-on-one calls because that seems to help a lot to just keep us all like centered. Don't you think, Tamara? Although Tamara and I see each other so much at work, but like she said, we really it's different up there right now, of course, as you guys can imagine. But on a normal basis, Tamara and I get to talk shop quite a bit. So that's where I'm at. And I got my workout in, and I'm proud of myself for that because whew, I'm lagging after night shift. Y'all that do night shift, I don't know how y'all do it because it's rough.
Yeah, I bet. Well, and a lot of this is like just giving yourself a little bit of grace, because even though we want to move forward and we want to continue to do the things and stay consistent and push when we know we can, there's times when we know that we just really can't give as much as when we sometimes can. And so we're going to give ourselves grace. But I also, going off of what Jessica said about being in recruit mode, how she's like, I'm in full on recruit mode. And you're always, honestly, there's never a time in your business that you shouldn't be. And I totally understand what she's saying. She's just kind of working on kind of filling in some gaps with her, like maybe just with her downline, adding to it. But you're always going to be doing that because that's part of phase one. And we talked about that a little bit like 2 weeks ago, but we should always be in phase one because that's 80% of our business needs to be focused on our to-dos. Like, and then you put the rest into your team, because we can't control what our team's doing. We can't control their invites. We can't control, we can only do so much. So that's why we have to continuously be reaching out for, some new people, some new builders, and just that's why new conversations are so important, so that we kind of open new doors to getting people involved with some different things. So I think you're all doing amazing. Like, it's just the simplest things to focus on and being intentional. And like, even I used to, and I still do. I mean, I work the weekends. I spend time on my business, and like I would spend extra time on the weekends when I was working, because it helped. At least it was like one day where I could hang out with my kids and clean, but I could also add a little more into my business, and that always felt good. Does anybody have anything else they want to add or say before we jump off? I didn't have anything I want to really I just kind of think it's fun to just share what you're doing, and kind of where you're going.
I have a question.
Yeah.
So, Tabitha, you've been doing this for a while and you've been good. And so I'm curious, do you have any advice for us? I know, we should, take this with grace and, just do our inviting and just, take every day as a new day. But just out of curiosity, what do you think are, the biggest things we should really focus on at this moment?
So I think, we talk about our vision so much and our goal, but that was always my driving force. So every day it's okay. And even now, even to this day, it's okay, this is my livelihood now. So now it's a little bit more of a serious game here. It's this is something I've got to really focus on, and I've got to take it serious and dive in, not just as a hobby. If I want to make this something really consistent, then I'm really going to have to kind of put extra time in. But not only that, I think that my business has grown mostly when I've always been excited about this business. I've always loved it, and just it's, I found my passion. But there was times where I made it feel like it was a lot of work, or I made it feel like it was exhausting, because you know how it is. You pour into people and you pour into people, and sometimes you just don't get the result that you have in mind. You're like, okay, I'm doing all the things, and why am I not getting to my vision when I'm doing these things? And it was when I kind of looked at it in a different way. It was when I took the pressure off of myself, and I was like, okay, I'm in control of what I do. I'm in control of how many invites I send, because if I don't send invites, that's on me. I can't blame anybody else for that, right? If I don't share about the opportunity, that's on me. If I don't share my story, all of those things, I'm in control of that. And I'm going to give and have conversations. But then I'm also not going to put so much and I don't know if that's your personality, Bree, but that's mine. I'm just I'm willing to do the work, and then I want to see the result. That was what I felt for so long. And so when I feel like I let go of that, but I still did the stuff and stayed excited about it and just shared on my heart, what was on my heart, and went with it, it's almost like your business will start to bless you and continue to bless you in the times that you didn't try to control it, if that makes sense. So that's what comes to mind when you ask that question. And I don't even know if that's really what you wanted me to, like, if that's the direction you were wanting me to go, but those are the things that kind of, as a seasoned coach, it's like I've learned a lot about myself and how to not look at this business, you know, and to really look at the blessings that it will provide. I believe there's no other business that could bless us in the way that this does, as far as taking care of us and then blessing us financially. So then if you feel that way about the business, then you share that. You know, like Lindsay always says, you transfer that energy to the people that you're talking to, because you know that if they were to utilize this opportunity and they were to actually take this gift that we're giving them and utilize it, you know, the success that they would have, right? And that's the hard part, because you see sometimes so many people that you see the potential in, and you're like, why don't you see it, you know? But you can't want it more for somebody else than they want it. So yeah. You're welcome. Anybody else have anything they want to add or say? Okay. Well, I won't keep you guys. Can we do a really quick, like, boomerang, just because I feel bad because Haley jumped off. Dang it.
I did one a little bit earlier and tagged you, but everybody that I could tag. So
okay,
you
well,
should be
perfect.
tagged, Tabitha.
No, then never mind. No, it's fine. I'll just share that, because then Haley will be on that one anyways. It's fine. Okay.
I hope. I didn't pay attention, but I did tag her.
I'm sure she was pretty much on the whole time, so I'm sure it's fine. Okay, well, have a good night. I'm going to get off here and send invites to the wine night tomorrow night and try to get a few more out and then rest my brain. But you guys have a good night, and I'll talk to you all soon. Bye.